Are you guys looking for some keto meals that are 5 ingredients or less? In this video, I am going to make actually 2 keto meals and they will both be 5 ingredients or less, you guys. We're keeping it really, really simple and basic, so let's get started. Welcome back to my channel. It's Janet, and if you're new here, make sure you hit that red subscribe button, give this video a like to let me know that you're enjoying my content, and make sure that you're hitting that notification bell so that YouTube can let you know when I upload a new video. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for being here and welcome back to my channel. All right, you guys, I just wanted to do a little intro here and welcome you guys to my video. It is Saturday and I'm actually off today. This video is going to go up tomorrow. And I'm off today, so I wanted to share with you guys what I've been eating on clean keto, using 20 carbs or less, 20 total carbs. We're keeping it clean, we're keeping it basic. So I just wanted to do this little quick intro. Keeping it pretty casual today. I actually already had my coffee. It's a little bit later on, but I forgot to film an intro. So I just wanted to throw this in there and welcome everybody back to my video. And thank you guys so much for sharing my videos and for liking my content. I really, really do appreciate it. And it does help my channel grow, you guys. So let's get into the video. We are keeping it 100% clean and basic keto. So let's get into it.
In the middle, try to find myself again. But life is one big riddle of the future and what's been. Guess it's the way it goes, and I will never know why you let me go. Look to the left, look to the right, nothing can stop me in the night, like I am leaving all the bad stuff and trying to remain so strong. I know it's good if I'm alone. I got it, I gotta go, 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 running to better times. Go, 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 from my emotions I'll go, 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 running to better times, 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 to better times. Remember I was laughing in all the photos that you took.
Good morning, you guys. It is Saturday morning and I am just about to drink my coffee. You guys seen the way I make it. I make it the same way every day. I finally got heavy whipping cream to put in my coffee and it tastes so darn good. All right, you guys. So I'm just going to sit here and drink my coffee, check my laptop, and do a little bit of work for YouTube. Jimmy is outside. Actually, it's Saturday today and I am on a day off. And Jimmy is actually outside taking down one of our trees in the front because we have our camper trailer parked on the side of our house and the tree is kind of right beside that. So it tends to, when it's windy, and it's pretty much windy 90% of the time here, it kind of rubs against our trailer and it's starting to leave marks. Our trailer is old. It's like from 1996 or something like that. But, you know, we still use it and we want to keep it looking new and, you know, not having to buy a new one because we're trying to get rid of payments altogether. So anyways, he's doing that today because it is beautiful outside. It is finally starting to warm up outside. And for the next couple weeks anyways, it is going to be around plus 16 degrees Celsius. Yesterday it was like plus 26 degrees Celsius. We even had to turn on our air conditioning. That's how warm it was out there. So it is starting to really feel like spring outside. So I slept in today and it's almost 11 o'clock. I was so tired yesterday. I worked both of my jobs yesterday, which turned out to be like a 9-hour plus day for me. And I was just done by the time I got home. So I definitely feel well rested this morning. So I'm starting out by drinking my coffee and then we will get started on meal number 1 pretty soon, probably within the hour because I am hungry. So let's get on with the day, you guys. All right, this is the situation outside. I'm just inside here having my coffee still. But that is the tree that Jimmy is trying to, well, he's getting down. So it's probably lucky that I'm in here because I hate watching him when he's on a ladder or taking down trees. I always get so nervous because I don't want anything to happen to him. But that is the tree that is coming down because this is our trailer, and you know, it's older, like I said, but still it's kind of wearing a little bit on the sides where it rubs against it. And I'm not one for trees in the yard anyways. It's just, it doesn't provide anything really to our house, like as far as shade or anything. And it just leaves a mess. Like it's just leaves a lot of leaves, and it's just, I feel like it's an atrocity towards the house when you're looking outside. But that's just my personal opinion. My dad was like that. We were just kind of like a clean cut kind of yard, right? Kind of simple. So that is why we were just getting rid of this tree, because it just is, doesn't really do anything for the house. So we are taking it down. So I will keep you guys posted on how Jimmy makes out with taking down this tree. So I lost over 100 pounds on the ketogenic diet, and I want to show you guys exactly what I was eating in order to lose that weight and to keep it off. And now I'm in maintenance. And also, these were meals that I truly loved. I loved them all the time. I made them almost every day because it was working and I was seeing results. I didn't change a lot of things up during my weight loss because I kind of started with following total carbs, and I kept on eating things that were high in fat and low in total carbs, and I just kept that throughout my journey of losing. All right, you guys, so we are keeping this really, really simple and easy. So we are going to start with one of my favorite meals that I 100% loved while I was losing on the ketogenic diet, and that is just a simple bacon and egg scramble. So today I'm going to make that. I usually will top it with avocados. Unfortunately today I don't have avocados, so I am going to throw in an extra slice of bacon to get that extra fat content, and you will see how I make my egg scramble. I do make it a little bit different than the traditional way, just by throwing eggs and bacon together. So let's get started on how I make my egg scramble. All right, you guys, we are going to start by making our bacon. So I just turned my burner on low, and I am going to be making 2 slices of bacon. I usually get the bacon from Costco. These are just the Kirkland brand. So I'm going to use 2 slices of that, and I'm actually going to need 1 slice of bacon for my supper tonight. So I'm going to cook 3 altogether. So I'm just going to put it in a frying pan. You guys know that I have been loving the bacon in the air fryer. However, since we are making this egg scramble, I do want to have it in the frying pan in order for me to cook my eggs afterwards and to get all that flavor and the bacon fat in with my eggs. All right, so that's why today we are making it in the frying pan. So we are just going to cook up these slices of bacon, and then I will show you guys what we will do next. All right, our bacon is done. So what I did is I just turned the temperature to low. We are just going to put our bacon aside on some paper towel, and then I am going to make 3 eggs. I'm just going to do it quickly in this bowl for scrambled eggs, and I am going to put a tablespoon of whipping cream as well with my scrambled eggs. So as I mentioned in our videos, we do have chickens, and they have started laying again because it is getting so nice out. Like I said earlier, it is plus 16 degrees here in southern Alberta in Canada. So I think we are maybe getting spring for the next couple of weeks anyways, which is awesome news. I always love springtime. Summer, not so much. I'm not a heat person, I'll be honest, but it's just a nice change of weather. I love the seasons. So, all right, we're gonna add some black pepper and also some pink Himalayan salt to this. Sorry, you can't see what I'm doing, but I'm just literally scrambling up some eggs here, okay? So we are going to quickly scramble that. Scramble it and mix it all together. And then we are going to put all this egg mixture in with our bacon grease. Now, I love it this way. I love the flavor. I feel like it gives it such good flavor. But if this is too much bacon grease for you, feel free to dump some out and, you know, save it. Hopefully you guys are saving your bacon grease. but I personally love this much. It gives it really, really good flavor for me. But like I said, you guys, you do you, right? So I'm just gonna mix this all together, and we are going to be making just some scrambled eggs. So I don't let my scrambled eggs cook too much, I'll be honest, probably about a minute or so. Everybody kind of makes their scrambled eggs their own way. I just have this on low still. So I'm just going to mix this all up. That's a lie. I probably cooked this for a couple of minutes. A minute I think is kind of a little bit, you know, too low, but everybody makes their scrambled eggs a little bit different. So we are just gonna let this cook for a minute or two, and then we will add the bacon. We will chop it up and put it in all of this and kind of mix it all up, and then I will show you guys what we will do next to add to our egg scramble. And this, what I add kind of makes it a little bit different, but I will show you guys in the next clip. Makes a world of difference on the flavor, okay? So I will see you guys in the next clip when our eggs are done. All right, so far we've added the scrambled egg in our bowl, and then I also just chopped up my bacon on the side. You guys always know that I used scissors all the time in order to cut up my bacon. I find it's just a lot easier, right? And easy. I also wanted to mention, I usually put avocado with this meal as well because it is high in fat and gives it a really good flavor, but I don't have avocados today, so that's why I added the second slice of bacon. And remember, you guys can use any sort of variation with this, whether you wanted to do sausage or turkey bacon or whatever you guys prefer for your meat source, or you can just add it as a vegetarian source as well too. I know people that are on keto that actually do it vegetarian style, so it's up to you what you want to add. This is just how I prefer it. All right, to that I'm going to add some cheese as well. And make sure, if you guys are losing, that you're measuring your cheese, because cheese can get away on you for sure. All right, and then now I'm going to add the ingredient that nobody uses for their egg scramble, but it gives it such good flavor, you guys, and that is mayo. Oh my gosh, if you guys aren't having mayo with your scrambled eggs, you guys are missing out. Let me tell you, mayonnaise makes scrambled eggs taste amazing. It's a good source of fat. I use the Hellmann's. I've been using it all throughout my journey when I was losing from day one. I love it. Really, really good. But you guys, if you're doing like even a cleaner keto, there are options out there. But I am using Hellmann's, and today I'm going to use about a tablespoon. So if you guys aren't trying this with your scrambled eggs, make sure you start, or at least give it a try. It is so, so delicious, you guys. So we are going to add a tablespoon of mayo. And then what I'm going to add, you guys, is just some sriracha. I don't like things too spicy, so I just put a little bit, but everybody has their own kind of flavoring, I guess, as far as spiciness goes. So yeah, that's all I do, you guys. That's it. So that is all, and I mix it all together and eat it, and it is very, very high in fat, clean keto. And today we are tracking total carbs, so I will have up on the screen the total carbs and the calories for this meal. All right, you guys, so let's give it a taste. I know I already love this meal, so let's give it a taste test. All right, you guys, we are going to just mix all of this together, and it's so good with the flavor from the bacon grease and the flavor from the mayo. I'm telling you guys, the mayo makes the world of difference, and I love mayo. So hey, if I can add it to even like my scrambled eggs, I'm all for it. So this is going to be meal number one. It is a little bit later on. It's after 2 o'clock already. I did help Jimmy take down most of the tree outside that we were working on, so he is still working on it as well. But try a little bit of everything, the egg, bacon, and the cheese. The mayo, I'm telling you guys right now, the mayo is what makes this meal, and it's really, really good. It brings out a lot of flavor. Make sure you guys try it. Like I said, it was my go-to meal while I was losing. I had this 3 or 4 times out of the week, even more. Like I ate this all the time because it was nice and quick. It warmed up and reheated really well as well. So make sure you guys give it a try for your next meal number one, for your breakfast meal. So easy. All right, this is where we're at with the tree, you guys. Jimmy, yeah, I participated. I actually helped with this.
You drove the side by side for 2
Yeah.
minutes.
Yeah, I drove the side by side. Could you have done it without me?
Yes.
Don't answer that. Anyways, this is where we're at with the tree coming down. So we have gotten a lot of the branches off, which I did drive the side-by-side over there to help kind of angle it towards this way so it wasn't going to go on the trailer or on our house for that matter. So yeah, all Jimmy has is just kind of that for his chainsaw to get down, and see, you can kind of see the rubbing that it kind of does on the side of our trailer. So yeah, and now that we have kind of a smaller window, this is our living room window over here, and we actually got those windows, Jimmy put those in a couple years ago, and it's a smaller window, so we don't need too much shade, and this tree just really didn't serve any purpose. So that is where we're at. So hopefully Jimmy will be done that, and well, he's kind of got a lot to clean up.
What else you got me to do?
I have a honey to-do list, always. So anyways, that's where we're at with the tree, you guys. So just wanted to give you an update on that. All right, everyone, we are ready for meal number 2. And like I said, we are keeping this really simple and easy. So another meal that I really loved when I was losing weight on keto was just a simple chicken Caesar salad, you guys. You guys can make this at home. It tastes as good, if not better, than the restaurant. It's one thing that I tend to order as well when I'm eating out. If I get a steak, I'll usually get a side of Caesar salad. But today at home, we are going to be making chicken Caesar salad. So let's get started. All right, you guys, so what we are going to start with is some romaine lettuce, of course. I get these ones I think it's at Sobeys here in Canada, and they're really good. I use them a lot for like wraps. I have made these in a couple of videos. I think I made a tuna wrap. I will link that video here where I made the tuna wrap using these as the wraps. So I always buy these ones. It's just a lot easier for me and simple. But you guys can feel free to buy the big heads of romaine lettuce. That's probably the best like bang for your buck for sure. But today I'm just going to use up these because even some of them have a little bit of like browning on the ends. So I just wanted to use it up. So that was another reason why I thought I would make the chicken Caesar salad, because it's a good way of using some lettuce up that is going to go bad in the next couple days, you guys. And I hate wasting. I don't know about you guys, but I absolutely hate wasting. I think I get that from my mother. She was just one, especially meat. Like meat, you did not waste whatsoever. So this is already pre-washed. I pre-washed it when I actually ended up getting the container, and then I always just put a piece of paper towel in there to kind of soak up the dampness from me washing it. But we are just going to cut this up into bite-sized pieces, and then I'm going to put it in a bowl. And yes, I will be eating my salad out of this big, huge bowl because this is the only thing I am having for a meal. And we are adding everything that is a complete source of your macros as far as like the protein, fat, and low in carbs, if any of this even has carbs. We are keeping it total carbs today. So yes, I'm using the big bowl, and I'm going to put my lettuce in there after we are done chopping this all up. So let's get started on that. All right, you guys, our lettuce is all chopped up and in the bowl. So what I have done is I actually pre-made my chicken. I love making my chicken in the air fryer. So this was done in the air fryer, and I literally just put on some simple seasonings as far as my Montreal chicken spice and salt and pepper. That is it. So I am going to, actually, I think I'm going to chop up a couple pieces just because these ones kind of seem a little bit bigger, but they were in the fridge. So they'll be nice and cool to go with our salad. I'm not a big fan of like having hot chicken in my in my chicken Caesar salad. But if you guys, once again, using up leftovers, feel free to use up your chicken in a salad as well too. So let's cut these up and then we will throw it in the bowl with our lettuce. All right, so I used about, I would say probably half of that amount. I don't know, I would say that's probably like 3 or 4 ounces of chicken. And what we are going to do next is that piece of bacon that I actually cooked up earlier. I'm going to slice up that piece of bacon and put it in our salad as well too. I absolutely love like fresh bacon, I guess you would say. I know some people in their Caesar salads, they will use the bacon bits, but I've also seen that you can buy like real bacon bits that's already like pre-made. But I absolutely love just putting in like freshly cooked bacon in my salad. That's just my preference. But like I said, I have seen a lot of like pre-cooked bacon bits that you can buy. So make sure you check that out. And what we are going to add next is some Parmesan cheese. So this is the Parmesan cheese that I get. I love the brand, the Cracker Barrel. Cracker Barrel. It's always the brand that I go to, especially for like block cheese. It has 0 carbs. A lot of the block cheese is 0 carbs. Once you start getting the shredded cheese, you will end up getting like 1 carb. This actually is 0 carbs. So maybe it's a difference between the Parmesan cheese and regular, but this one here is actually 0 carbs for 30 grams. So make sure that you measure out your cheese if you are losing as well too. I always recommend that you guys are measuring like cheeses and sauces because it can just easily get away from you. Even when I go back to like basics, I do go back to measuring because you'll be surprised on how many things actually you've been over measuring, and that's how you've been going over calories and not in a deficit anymore. All right, so next we are going to, this is my favorite salad dressing ever. So we are just going to open this up. This is the Renee's brand, and I absolutely love the Caesar dressing. This is my absolute favorite, you guys. So for 2 tablespoons, which is 30 milliliters, it is 1 carb, 19 grams of fat, and where's the protein? 1 gram of protein. So really, really good macros. Definitely not the cleanest, you guys, if you guys are really doing a clean keto. I've used this all the way through my journey and it's really, really good. I've also done, and I might do that in an upcoming video. Let me know down below if you guys want to see, I do a chicken recipe with Caesar dressing. So let me know down below and tell me if you want to see that recipe. It's, once again, it's a recipe that I made up. I don't know what to call it, but it is like a baked chicken, baked Caesar chicken recipe. So anyways, let me know down below if you guys want to see that recipe. I haven't made it in a long time actually, so that would be a good thing to make actually, maybe next week or something. So this is a brand new package, you guys, so I'm just going to open it up. There we go. And we are actually going to measure out 2 tablespoons. Because one thing is dresses and sauces. I always kind of get carried away with that. So I'm going to measure it as well because easily, especially dressings, I'm so guilty of having more than what I should. Because I'm not a big fan of salads, but I am a big fan of the salad dressing. So I always kind of have to measure mine out even when I'm in maintenance. That is it, you guys. That's all we are adding. So this is what it looks like in the end. 1 second. All right, you guys. So this is what it looks like before I mix it all together. Just really, really simple. Like keto doesn't have to be a lot of ingredients, a lot of cooking, a lot of thought. You know what, you guys? Just keep it simple, especially if you're starting out. I started out like I'm sharing with these meals today. This is how I started keto. I didn't even know where to start. Like yourself, I started on YouTube, watching people's meals, getting ideas from that, but I didn't want anything that I had to go out and buy a million ingredients just to make something at home that was keto. I wanted recipes that were simple and that I had stuff at home and that I could easily make quick,
like 5 or less ingredients and just make it at home, you guys. So this recipe here is that simple, and it literally is only 5 ingredients and gives you a well-balanced macro keto meal, you guys. So let's give it a taste test. All right, you guys, let's mix this all together and give it a taste. Obviously, I'm pretty sure everybody knows how chicken Caesar salad tastes. But still, I like doing these little taste tests on camera, and just to show you guys on how good like things really are on keto. Keto doesn't have to be like, you know, a whole bunch of bland meals. Like, honestly, I find that the keto diet actually is the opposite. I find because we can have so much fat content in our meals being on keto, that's what gives it a lot of flavor. So that is another reason why I feel like keto is sustainable for me, is because I love all the things that keto is. I love the mayo, I love the cream cheese, I love the bacon, I love all of the fat content that I get to have on keto, and not necessarily like restrict that fat amount. Like, obviously that was one thing that I did keep track of when I was losing keto on keto. Somebody had asked me that in the comments, actually, what I kept track of when I was losing on keto. So I'm going to share with you guys what I kept track of was the total carbs. When I first started, I kept track of the total carbs, and I kept track of the fat grams. That is all that I worried about. So I followed, I did it on MyFitnessPal is what I used. I had an app on my phone. I still use it even to this day, even to make today's meals. I planned the day before. So for today's meals, I already knew what I was having because I entered it all in on MyFitnessPal last night. So my coffee is usually always the same. I always know it's going to be 175 calories with 1 total carb. That's always a given. So I just kind of monitor my other meals so I don't go over the 20 total carbs. It depends. You know what? The videos that I'm sharing with you guys is actually what I'm doing. Some days are total carbs and other days are net carbs. So whatever I'm in the feeling of like having, like the other day I did make the chocolate French toast. That was dirty keto, but I just wanted it. There was something, I just wanted to have it. I wasn't feeling like an egg scramble or bacon and eggs. I was not feeling that. I needed something that was chocolate, and with that chocolate you get sugar alcohols, right? And that is a dirty keto. So with that you would figure out your net carbs. So on that day I did figure out my net carbs to make sure I wasn't going over 20 grams of carbs. So today, like I said, I figured out what I was having yesterday and kind of based my meals. I always try to hit 100 grams of fat. Everybody is going to be different, so don't go off of my macros and what I am having or have had in my past when I was losing. But I always personally aimed for 100 grams of fat. My protein landed probably around like between 60 and 80 grams. And then my carbs, total carbs, net carbs was always under 20 grams for sure, right? That's what keeps you in ketosis, and that's what makes you feel good. And I just love keto because it makes me feel full. Like, I can eat and eat carbs like croissants, buns, bread, sandwiches, anything like that, and I'm still hungry. I have mentioned in my video before on like why I do keto, and I will link that video here. But that is why I love keto, because that was in my fast food. That was what it was. It was in my fast food video, actually. So I will link that fast food video here. It's actually a really, really good video on what to order when you're going on holidays, or if you forget your lunch and you need to go somewhere to grab a quick lunch. Gives you some good ideas on that. But that is why I stay on keto, is because it keeps me full. You can give me like 300 carbs a day, and I guarantee you I'm still hungry, and I'm still going to eat another 200 carbs that day, and I'm just not going to feel satiated, right? I'm still going to be hungry. And that is why I love the keto diet, because when I'm ravenously hungry and I have, for example, that egg scramble that I had at 2 o'clock, that satisfied my hunger and I was full. Like, honestly, I am still kind of full, but I've been doing the intermittent fasting again with my 18-hour and 6 hour of eating. So that is why I'm having my second meal, and that is kind of why it's like on the lighter side, because I always know that egg scramble fills me up and it keeps me full for a long time. So that is why I love keto, you guys. But I'm telling you guys, if you guys are new to keto or you're taking it back to basics, this is where it's at. The basic keto is keeping it simple. There is no frills. There is no, to make things pretty. You need all the ingredients to be successful at keto. You do not. You do not. You actually, is the opposite. You just keep it basic, and that's what keeps you successful on keto. Anyways, you guys, I'm once again getting off topic. I'm talking because that is what I do. And that's why I love YouTube, because I can just talk and talk. So anyways, let's give this a taste test, you guys. We'll get a little bit of everything, the cheese, the bacon, the chicken, and let's give it a taste. See, that was just enough dressing actually. Because if I was just kind of measuring it on my own, I would probably put twice as much as that, because I do like things like really, really creamy, especially with the dressings. But this was absolutely perfect, you guys. So make sure that you're measuring your dressings, okay? Let's give it a taste. So good. So good, you guys. So that is a really, really good idea for summer. This is really, really good to make. I know the restrictions here are really, really crunching down now here in Alberta. There is really nothing going on now. Like, we've even reversed back to prior to phase one. Like, we are having a curfew, we are having lockdown, we are doing a lot of things. But when things do hopefully get started again and we can have a barbecue and we can have people over, I highly recommend making this chicken Caesar salad, or just even a Caesar salad in general. But the chicken Caesar salad adds a little bit protein. So I feel like this whole meal is another good, like, perfect macros for keto. So I would make it like at a barbecue, or take it with you for a barbecue. You guys can always keep the dressing separately and add it when you get to your party so it doesn't get all soggy. But this is one thing that I highly recommend for summertime camping. Easy to take, little ingredients, and you guys can make all of these meals, well, these 2 meals that I mentioned today, when you're going camping, or just easy meals kind of on the go when you're busy, summertime, want to be outside, want to be doing stuff. So highly recommend both of these meals. So I am going to actually have this diet root beer lately. Finally found the A&W root beer. This is my favorite. Root beer is the A&W. So this is what I'm going to be having for meal number 2, you guys. So I will put the calories and the total carbs on the screen. All right, you guys, we are all done eating for the day. And I think I'm just going to finish off my night with a decaf coffee. I actually just made this. So what I did with this is I used the instant decaf coffee that I have, and I put in some of the chocolate perfect keto collagen to make kind of like a mocha, because I was craving something sweet. And that is one thing that I've tried to been doing, is not having anything with like sugar alcohols or anything like that. And we are doing the total carbs today, so I just wanted to keep it really, really simple. And yeah, it's a little after 6 o'clock here, and it's still daylight, which is absolutely awesome. It's actually staying light for a long time, like till 9 p.m. and which is perfect. I love it. It means that summer is coming. So it's really, really nice to have like longer days. But this is it, you guys. I'm going to finish and sip on my coffee here, and hopefully be done it like within the half hour, because like I had mentioned, I am doing some intermittent fasting. So I'm doing an 18 and 6. So that is it for the day, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me on what I ate today. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure that you're liking my videos and that you're commenting. It helps my channel grow so much, and I appreciate all of you. So that is it for the video, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure, if you're not already subscribed, that you subscribe to my channel, like my content, and make sure that you're hitting that notification bell so YouTube can notify you when I upload a new video. Thanks for watching.